Gentlemen, it's true in the animal kingdom and it is true among humans as well. Females of all species are more likely to mate with alpha males. Women want to be with men who are confident, capable, self-assured, and responsible. But here's the thing. Humans aren't lions or tigers or bears. And what men like about the alpha male is not what women like about alpha males. Men tend to think that alphas are aggressive. They are the guys who tell everyone what to do. Trust me, this is not what women are looking for. And this is not what she has in mind when she thinks about the alpha male that she would like to mate with and carry on the species. So how can you tell what kind of a man a woman sees when she looks at you? Does she see a confident, self-assured man, or does she see a wet blanket? I'm here to help you figure it out. Hello, I'm Caitlin B, sex and relationship coach. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well as here on YouTube so that you can catch all my fun behind the scenes and daily sex advice. But in this video right here, I am going to bust the common myths about what an alpha male is. I'm going to teach you how women can tell immediately how alpha you are. And we're going to talk about what women find attractive about alpha males. And most importantly, I can already hear you saying to me, Caitlin, I don't identify, I'm not an alpha male. This video is not for me. That's where you're wrong, my friend. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to become an alpha male, because unlike bears and lions and tigers, human beings actually have the power of choice, and you can use your behaviors to become an alpha that women want to roll in the hay. So the oats, I'm trying to think of like a jungle metaphor. All I can think of is like spilling seed, but it sounds biblical and that's not the right direction I was heading in. Want to get primal with. There we go, got one. All right, what even is an alpha? A lot of guys have the association that an alpha is an aggressive man. They have the image of the boss, the guy who is controlling, who pushes people around, maybe even a bully. He's headstrong, he's disinterested in feelings or emotions. He's totally cool, calm, and collected. He pisses excellence and success, constantly operating on all cylinders. He probably wakes up at 5 a.m., meditates, works out, climbs an entire mountain, and then goes to work, crushes all day, every day, yelling at people, telling them what to do, and then he goes home, he slays chicks, and then he sleeps and does it all over again. That sounds I'm exhausted just having to describe that. I'm so sorry I put us all through that, because that's not what a true alpha male is. A true alpha male is someone who is proactive in his own life. He actively builds the life that he wants that benefits not just him, but is for the benefit of all. An alpha male exists within a community that he takes care of. He's confident, he's self-assured, and he is not afraid to take responsibility. If you take nothing else away from this video, take that. Alpha males are the guys who take responsibility for the well-being of themselves and others. They are emotionally intelligent. They seek true connection instead of just seeking validation or conformity from others. They don't seek to have power over, they actually empower people. And there is a misconception that alpha males are rare. But just because we think that there's one leader of the average wolf pack doesn't mean that all the other wolves are not equally alpha and they just chose that one to be the leader right now. See, I live with two men and they are alpha males, and no, I'm not dating both of them. One's just a friend. And they don't compete with each other about anything. They actually truly collaborate and they take turns leading in our household. That is true alpha male fashion. He's the leader of the group, he's willing to take responsibility, and he defers to the flow of the group. Sometimes he defers to the guy who actually really needs to be in charge, because that guy is the one who's needed to step in, redirect, and decide what's best for the group in that situation. Alpha male is not like a one and done thing that's just constant. You either are or you are not. It is something that exists in flow. The alpha male is not powerful for the sake of being powerful. He does not collect power for power's sake, and he definitely does not derive his power from putting other people down or hurting other folks. In fact, if you leave a situation with a man who's made you feel less good about yourself than you started, He's not an alpha male. He's an energy vampire and he sucks. It's not about peacocking. An alpha male is not a peacock. He doesn't wear alpha male written all over his t-shirt so that everyone knows that he is. He just naturally is. He doesn't have to own it if it comes naturally from him. Okay, hold up, pause. Did anything about what I just said surprise you? If so, I want you to leave it in the comments below. Which of these false misconceptions about alpha males did you think was actually true? Or what else did I miss? What other misconceptions about alpha males do you want to debunk? Please write it in the comments below the video and I'll get in there and I will comment back to you. All right, next up, why do women love and want to be with alpha males? Or if you're fortunate, get to live with two of them. Because what women absolutely do not want are men who do not have vision, do not have purpose, do not have values or opinions of their own. They don't want men who settle in situations like jobs or relationships because they're afraid that they can't do anything better, or they're just complacent with what they've been given. And they definitely do not want guys who have given up on their hopes and dreams to conform and do what they're supposed to do. Women do not want to date guys who don't take a stand for themselves and work to create the life that they want, or who are completely lacking in self-esteem and confidence. After a while, a good woman will get extremely frustrated with these behaviors, and a not so good woman will only stay with you because there's something she can take advantage of in you and walk all over. So, how can a woman tell if you are an alpha male? Here are my 5 ways that she decides. Number 1, other people defer to you for decision making. You are the person that people go to if they have a problem because they know you're going to be able to handle it. Number 2, you are mature and responsible. You take responsibility for yourself, for your decisions, for the impact of those decisions, for the community, maybe for your family, for your kids. The more mature, adult, and responsible you are, the more alpha that you are. Number 3, you're comfortable making big decisions and confident in your ability to make the right choice. Listen, the inability to choose out of a plethora of options is sort of a feminine trait. It's like very yin energy. If you've ever seen a makeup store, you know that women can stand there and look at a plethora of different colors and options and creams and mattes and glitters and have absolutely zero direction. We are zipping all over the store from one end to the other, grabbing a mascara over here and a blush over here. Or think about the way that women grocery shop. It is something along the lines of chaos. Your ability to choose is what makes you masculine, and your ability to have confidence in those decisions is what makes you alpha. Number 2, you have emotional intelligence. You lead with your heart as much as your head. You seek genuine connection instead of just validation or just sex or just physical intimacy. You take responsibility for others, the people who are a part of your life, and you take it upon yourself to make sure that others feel safe in your presence. In fact, people are able to relax in your presence because they feel seen, known, and safe around you. Notice how unlike bullying that is. Number 3, you're actively building the life that you want. You don't settle for situations that don't work for you. You are proactive instead of simply reacting to everything. You don't have victim energy. Instead, you recognize that you are in charge of your life. You have goals, you have plans, you execute on those, and you learn new things to expand your horizons. And if you heard me say all of that and all you did was come up with reason, and Caitlin, I can't, you don't understand, I'm not allowed to have big goals, or I'm not actually in control of my life, I'm calling you on your BS, and I want to see you apply for coaching, because we can work to change all of that around. If you take this first step of applying for coaching, the link will be in the description. All of the other things that you want in your life are also possible. Takes a single step. Number 4, you exude confidence. You don't need other people to pump you up in order for you to know that you are awesome. You feel free sharing your opinion, and you're capable of standing up for what you want. You actually speak your truth, you make requests, and you speak directly. You feel comfortable in your skills and your abilities. You're not good at everything, no one is, but you know what you're good at and you're confident in it. And you know that you can rely on the things that you are good at no matter what. Number 5, you are passionate. You're comfortable for fighting for what you want. Men who are not really alphas do not care They don't care about anything enough to rock the boat. They don't care enough to stand up for themselves, and they certainly don't care enough to stand up for others. They just sit by and watch life pass in front of them. But what if you've watched this video and you realize that's you? You are not an alpha. Do not panic. Do not beat yourself up. Do not tell yourself that this is why you're gonna die single and alone. No one is born an alpha. I know this flies in the face of what a lot of gurus and so-called experts say, but anyone can become an alpha male. Being an alpha male is a choice you make. It is a mindset. It is a way of being. It is not about a beard, a balding hairline. It is not about the size of your biceps or your height. Here is how to become an alpha male. Number one, get clear on the behaviors that have to go for you to exude alpha status. Deferring too much to other people, not following your gut, not making decisions for yourself, not standing up for yourself. Anything that I listed in this video that you recognize makes you not an alpha, go ahead and start to eradicate those behaviors from your life. Notice them when they happen. This takes a lot of self-awareness, and this part of the process can be really slow. It can take a lot of time if you're doing it yourself. If you want to invite a coach like me to support you, you can do it a lot faster. Once you recognize these undesirable behaviors, you start to change them, and you start to notice the positive things that come out of changing them, because your life suddenly becomes a lot more proactive and you're making the decisions instead of being reactive. And if you find yourself doing this work and you are still feeling very beta and you're not developing these traits, again, please apply for coaching with me. We will figure out together what is getting in your way, and we will unleash your alpha so that a woman knows you're alpha and she can spot you across the plane in your full-on alpha status. So to recap, an alpha male is not a bully. He is not a CEO. In fact, he is not a lot of the things that you may have previously associated that term with. He's confident, he's self-assured, he's emotionally intelligent, he takes care of others, he takes responsibility, and he shows up. A woman can tell if you're an alpha if other people defer to you to make decisions, if she feels safe and seen in your presence, and if you're actively building the life that you want with confidence and passion, caring about yourself and others. And the best news is, with a little self-awareness and a little work, anyone can become an alpha. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to apply for coaching. The link is in the description, and together we will figure out what is stopping you from unleashing your actual alpha status and realizing the alpha that already exists inside of you, unleashing that guy and letting him out so that the women in your life can finally appreciate you in your fullness. Go get him, Tiger. This is Caitlin V, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye.